Welcome to Relax and Paint. I'm excited to be with you today, and it's been a week since I've been with you, and it's refreshing to wake up and know that I'm talking to some people out there that love what I love, and that's painting. And we're going to paint on this glass piece today, and do some like vintage roses, little vintage flowers. We'll see, and I think that you're going to enjoy this. So I want you to know that we're going through lots of adversity and hard times many are with the coronavirus right now. And it's just nice to look at be optimistic and look at the future and create. All right. So I hope that you enjoy this creative time with me today. And people say, "You're quiet. I can't hear you." Well, I'm trying to be quiet. So let's get started. Got this a little bright on me. Let's get started painting and let me know what you think. It's nice to hear your input. And if I've taught you something, I always ask my students, did I teach you anything today that you didn't know before? So I'm asking you to let me know. I'd love the opportunity to teach you, and let's get started. All right, so we're going to use the same product that I use with a lot of my painting, and this is going to be multi-surface paint. You can use plaid, FolkArt enamel if you want, but this does glass, metal, ceramic, wood, outdoor. It's got a sealer in it. It's called FolkArt multi-surface. And so I have put out some colors. This one color that I'm using is also a FolkArt paint, but it is color shifts. Can you see that? It changes colors. And this color is called Orchid Flash because it gives you a flash of different colors. All right, so I am going to pick up I'm going to use an angle brush, and this is a 5/8 angle brush. And I'm going to start out with, I wipe down my glass, guys, wipe it down with the alcohol, get all the fingerprints off of it. I sometimes, if I have to hold something, I hold it inside so I don't get oils from your hands on it, okay? I dampen my brush, I wipe that off, and then I'm ready to start. So I'm going to take and put the heel. There's a heel and a toe. There's the toe. Here's the heel. And the heel's going into whatever color I want my rose to be. And the toe is going into the white. All right. And sometimes you have to think that out because of the way you're stroking. You got to make sure it's what you want it to be. Now, this might be kind of see-through. So I might have to put a couple coats on here. I'm going to show you the difference. All right, if I use glass brushes, this is not a glass brush. Glass brush lets the paint stay down better. All right, so I'm going to lay this brush down. Usually I tell you to keep the brush straight up and down. I'm going to lay this brush down. Okay. This is very see-through. So I like putting it on usually after I stroke it. All right, guess what the best thing is? The best thing about glass, and it's in the mornings, I can change my mind. I don't think y'all can see that too well. So the best thing about glass is that I can just wipe it all off until it sets, okay? So I'm going to put on, actually, I've got a color I like here. I have pink melon. So we have pink melon, wicker white, daffodil yellow, citrus green, and sap green. We list the colors. All right, so this pink covers better. And then I can put some of the flash on there later. All right, so I'm going to lay this brush down. Okay. Okay. Now watch what happens. I'm going to keep coming down here, picking up more paint. And then I'm going to come a little bit lower. All right. Now let's come right in here. So I came here and did up and over. I'm picking up strong white each time. See? Stroke, stroke, stroke. Now I can come out here again. Okay, now look what happens. I'm going to come here and then over here. Make sure I got plenty of white. I'm up here. All right, so lay it down. Lay it, lay it. All right, now I'm going to come right here and lay it over on top. Let's show you this again. I got strong white on here. I chisel and I lay it down. And back up. Then I can come out here. Okay, so I finished those little petals around there. Now when this is all dry, I can take some of that color shift and put it in on top of this pink melon color. But you know what? These are totally dry. And the pink melon on regular wood or regular surfaces, it doesn't show through real thin. It really covers nice. And so I'm chiseling little layers in there, okay? So what I like about vintage and shabby chic looks is that you can get lots of pretty soft pastel colors. Makes a nice gift. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Makes a nice gift. I love to put pieces like this in the bathroom and fill it full of maybe makeup brushes or something in there. I have all kinds with shells and Q-tips or whatever. So now I'm going to keep this paint. Now I'm going to come right here and wipe some of it off, but I still have the pink. All right. So I'm going to come out here and get some green, the 2 greens. I've got the heel and the light green. And now I'm going to work white in. Okay, now you start seeing the melon color, okay? So let's come here. Now, usually, I just want you to see, I like to push and stand up, and the toe gives me the point. Oops, let's come down. Okay, but what I'm going to do here is show you again. Push and stand up, and then pull a stem. Oops. Pull this straight up. All right. So now look what happens here. I'm going to take this, a little bit more white on the citrus, on the hill. See this hill? I can't push the point. You don't push the point at all on an angle brush. The strength is back here on the hill. So I can go little stroke, stroke, stroke. See, I don't think y'all can see it too well because it's supposed to be light. A little bit more white. And then I can pull a stem right in there. Okay, so if you look at it from a distance, see, it's really soft and pastel. So I've got 1 big leaf here. I'm going to do 3 big leaves. This one's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, is this kind of fun? I'm going to do my triangle. See, 1, 2, 3. Here's a triangle of leaves. And I didn't do a triangle of flowers. I just did a border where I'm going down, up, back, down. Okay, so I'm going to do a little stem up to there. And I can use a little brush, or I can just use this brush, because I wanted to do a quick and fun little project for you guys. All right, and I'm going to leave it like that, because now what we're going to do, I'm going to pick up another one of my brushes. This is an 8, and on glass, white is beautiful. So let's turn this around. We're going to come right here and pick up pure white and to this number 8 flat. This is one of my fantasy brushes from HSN. I have a brush set there. So I'm going to push down and lift, and I'm going to make daisies like a clock. So I'm going 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. All right. Same, so it's just a little clock. I think I've done these with y'all before. Let's do a bigger one. All right, so it's all these soft, shabby chic colors. Okay, so look. There, that's better so you can see. Now I did the clock. Now I'm gonna do like 12, 3. I'm gonna do 2 in between there. And 12 and 9, I did 2. See the streaks? If you pick up a daisy petal, it actually has these exact streaks in it. Okay, so look, I'm going to take the handle of the brush, I'm going to dip it into yellow, and I'm going to put multiple dips. It's called dip dots. Okay, isn't that kind of fun? And now this one, I just put 1 in between, 1 petal in between the clock for a smaller one. Okay, so now what's going to happen is I'm going to come right down here and do another set of daisies. I just thought, let me do a piece of glass. Let's do vintage, shabby chic look. Vintage and shabby chic are a little bit different though. Vintage has different colors. My friend said, who made vintage? Who decides what vintage is? It was whoever back then was creating product. They picked out all these colors and designs that were vintage. And she thought we could make vintage any color we want. You might can do colors. It doesn't mean they're going to be vintage. So see my triangle? Okay, so these I did kind of in a row. So to break that up, I could come right here and do a little small one, and then it wouldn't be in a row. See, there's a triangle and another triangle, just like that triangle. There we go. So then I'm going to just put 1 dot in some of the little ones. 1 dot, and then multi-dots in a little bit bigger one. And I like the little peaks. So isn't this fun? I want you to think about this today. And when you get a chance, sit down and paint. Just look how pretty it's just soft. You can do this. There's simple strokes. Even just do some leaves and some daisies. Have fun with just leaves and daisies today. All right. So look, I can do a smaller little leaves by not pushing down. You see that? I can put some little leaves here. So I use an angle brush. Now I use the little 8. These fantasy brushes, you go for on HSN, you go to Donna Dewberry, and you'll see all my products, and there's super deals there, and they have some discounted stuff right now. or you can go to onestroke.com and get my products from me also. But I don't have these brushes. These are a set of 3. They're really fun and they feel smooth. And the wood doesn't crack if it gets wet. It's kind of, you know, low maintenance. Okay, so there we go. Just a little fun piece today. I feel like painting on glass. Now what you do is you let this cure by sitting probably 24 hours or so, and you can bake this in the oven to speed up the cure time. It's better to bake this in the oven on 300, and I leave it in there for about 20 minutes or so, 20-30 minutes, and you can turn off the oven until it's totally cooled down, and then pull it out. So I fill my oven full when I'm doing it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Until next week, thank you, and check us out on our Facebook group, Donna Dewberry's official One Stroke group. Thank you very much. I'll see you again.